Something is coming. I have to go. It felt like an earthquake. But it was just a paperclip. Falling off a desk. The tiniest tremor before the main event.
Jesse.
I know what they put you through. You never had a chance.
Two days before the lockdown fell, an uncategorized resonance appeared in Manhattan. As things stand right now, Dylan, you're our only shot at survival.
You are not FBC. You're not even fucking human.
The FBC locked me in that cell for years and forgot about me. The hiss, it was a way out.
People can change. The past doesn't matter. Who are you today?
We're gonna have a lot of fun together.
Zoe, I see the spotlights.
And you're getting closer. Listen, Dylan, we're getting distress calls from the theater, but research thinks we might have a Resonant on our hands. No one should have survived that.
Then I'll hurry.
Hello everyone. I'm Mikael Kasurinen, and I'm the creative director of Control Resonant, the game-changing sequel to Control. What you are seeing here is an early mission captured from our in-development build. We play as Dylan Faden, our supernaturally gifted hero, in a version of Manhattan like you haven't seen before. We recently acquired Shift, an ability that empowers Dylan to seamlessly move through gravity anomalies and adapt to the world around him. Here we are showcasing a set of different forms of Dylan's main weapon, the Aberrant, can take, and his supernatural abilities. There are a lot of different ones you can discover to suit your playstyle. While in combat, we encourage you to play aggressively, balancing between melee attacks and abilities.
Any updates for me?
Kind of. You'll know it when you hear it. Just try to stay alive out there, okay?
Almost there, Zoe. What the hell is that thing? I think I hear something. I know where the Resonant is, Zoe. I'll call you back.
Resonants are the dominant threat in what's our most ambitious game to date, and we can't wait to share it with you later in 2026.
Multiplayer in Halloween is a 1v4 asymmetrical horror experience that pits the residents of Haddonfield against the shape of pure evil, Michael Myers. In this quintessential slasher simulator, our playable cast of civilian characters desperately attempt to save their neighbors and themselves from the omnipresent boogeyman, while Michael fixates on stalking and slaying his targets. Halloween provides familiar elements fans of the genre know and love, but we're incredibly excited to pull back the curtain and unveil more details that demonstrate our commitment to delivering our most robust, dynamic, and terrifying multiplayer offering yet. Michael Myers is a creeping, methodical killer, and on Halloween night, Haddonfield becomes his hunting ground. The boogeyman's primary desire is to eliminate every living resident in this quiet town, but he also begins each match with a list of special targets that supply greater rewards if killed before time expires. These unfortunate residents are positioned across various sites in the map, and Michael players are empowered to use their nightmare suite of abilities to locate, terrorize, and ultimately execute their victims and anyone bold enough to interfere with their bloodthirsty ambitions. Killer Sense allows players to step behind the mask and stalk the residents of Haddonfield. When using this skill and entering the first-person perspective, Michael becomes aggressively aware of his surroundings and the proximity of potential prey. By focusing on targets with murderous intent, Michael builds varying levels of stalk, which aid him in identifying and tracking targets and open increasingly satisfying options for executions. An effective killer always keeps their victims unaware of their presence until those final fatal moments. While historically Michael Myers isn't known for his speed, fundamental abilities like shape jump amplify the shape's mobility with hauntingly unpredictable results. In shape jump, Michael slips into the shadows to move around environments unseen. Not only does this increase Michael's base movement speed, but it also provides access to other powerful traversal options, including Shape Dash, which sends Michael lunging forward with violent momentum. Shape Jump is confidently one of the most powerful tools at Michael's disposal, and supplies unlimited possibilities for iconic jump scare moments.
Stay cool.
However, that potency comes with a few major caveats. Our masked antagonist can only enter and exit Shape Jump while in the cover of darkness or outside a resident's line of sight. The light may provide temporary reprieve for the residents of Haddonfield, but Michael can work to remove sources of illumination by shutting off lights, cutting power, and even catalyzing temporary blackouts.
Oh God!
Despite the unquestionable malevolence of Michael Myers, his horrifying homecoming to Haddonfield won't be welcomed without resistance. As the body count climbs and evidence of the boogeyman's presence becomes undeniable, local authorities, residents, and distinct playable civilians may decide to gather weapons and face off against evil itself. Thankfully, Michael knows his way around sharp objects and will have multiple options for melee combat encounters. And if especially persistent Haddonfieldites do manage to get the upper hand in an exchange, don't worry.
How the hell?
It's not possible.
We've said it once, and we'll say it again. You can't kill the boogeyman. While Michael swiftly endeavors to turn Haddonfield into a graveyard, our heroic group of civilian characters desperately attempts to save their neighbors and escape the boogeyman's bloodthirst. As a civilian, it's up to you to find fellow Haddonfield residents, convince them of his malicious intent, and guide them safely to one of several possible randomized escapes located around the map before they meet an untimely end. This distinctive cast of playable civilian characters each comes equipped with unique stats, special traits, and signature personalities. To ensure no two matches of Halloween play out the same, our team has constructed a vast playground of possibilities in Haddonfield, offering civilians a multitude of diverse gameplay systems to aid them in achieving their objectives and surviving the night. As civilians navigate these environments, they'll uncover points of interest, revealing resident NPCs, lootable containers, hiding places, telephones, possible escape routes, and more. Thoroughly and cautiously exploring your surroundings could very well mean the difference between life and death. And when death comes to your little town, it's probably not a bad idea to head to your neighbors and contact the local authorities. Civilians are tasked with tracking down surviving residents and warning them of the looming threat. Successful conversations with residents can permit civilians to request additional calls to police, commands to find secure hiding places, or companionship as they navigate the formerly peaceful streets of Haddonfield.
Should we stick together? Maybe work better as a team.
Whether it's a local family friend or the authorities, there's safety in numbers. Once the innocent residents of Haddonfield have been located and persuaded, it's time for the civilians to plan their harrowing escape. Lootable containers scattered throughout the map contain weapons, distractions, and key items that can be used to unlock and access a variety of possible escape routes. The location of these items and escapes changes from match to match, so civilians greatly benefit from adjusting their strategies based on the objects uncovered. It's also worth noting that initiating these escape sequences generates a tremendous amount of noise, which will alert Michael to your exact location. So what happens in the likely event that a civilian becomes another display of Michael's wretched, inhumane nature? Well, their Haddonfield story isn't over just yet. Even in death, they can support their friends and even return as a sheriff's deputy or the unrelenting Dr. Loomis. Once they've re-emerged upon the streets of Haddonfield, they can cooperate with the remaining civilians and responding officers to try and put a stop to Michael's murderous rampage.
Freeze where you are, Michael. You're coming with me.
While he can't be killed, with enough community resistance, the proper equipment, and sheer manpower, he can be detained and shipped back to Smith's Grove Sanitarium. Halloween is a legendary film with a genre-defining legacy, and our mission has been to bring the film's unsettling sense of dread to our asymmetrical horror sandbox. By empowering players to control the tension and stage the scares, we're building a multiplayer experience designed with replayability at the forefront. We'll have more details to share regarding character progression, character traits, customization, proximity chat, and more thrilling gameplay features in the coming months. But we can't wait for all of you to join us when Halloween launches on September 8, 2026.
There's so much evil inside him.
Okay, back inside, everyone.
Let's go, Myers.
Fueled by his rage, I shudder to think what he might be capable of.
Since when do they let them wander around?
Myers is out. Secure the gate.
I knew what would come next. Every soul unfortunate enough to cross Michael's path would suffer. No one knew of the evil that was walking among them. Unreasoning, relentless, evil. But sometimes I think the truth was something much more terrible. I wonder if perhaps Michael is able to actually move through shadows.
Oh, just right.
Hurry up!
Are you talking to me? We can definitely find something of use around here.
storm wall was supposed to open next year. Things have changed. At any moment, it could become fully unstable.
So what's the plan then?
What we need are reactor cassettes to activate the settlement shields.
The reactor cassettes!
So that's the prize you're angling for.
We gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go!
Jump! Oh, safe.
Run! Run! We're dead, we're dead, we're dead, we're dead, we're dead!
You're freaking out, Omu!
You're getting the hang of this.
I'm so excited! Later!
It's been a full year since Ashenfall first opened its gates to you adventurers. What once felt unfamiliar is starting to feel a little bit like home. We're going back to our roots, our rods, and our accumulators. In our latest minor update, we're bringing you new quests and activities focused on the starting region, as well as masterwork weapons, quality of life improvements, and of course, for the Unk, fishing. You wanted things to feel more RuneScapey? How about the very first RuneScape quest? Cook's Assistant. In this quest, Slopfinger the Goblin is trying to impress Manktung. He's the cook, the assistant, he's doing all the hard work and getting none of the credit. We need to finally get him noticed. Anyway, for the cake, you'll need to help gather the ingredients from different places and get it baked. Your reward is the chance to bake your own Victoria sponge cake that should give you a sugar rush. Old school players will remember this one, but we're pretty far from Draenor here. Out in the fractured plains of Gornfell, old Manktung's back, and he's discovered an advert in a bottle that's washed up from the mainland, complete with a recipe for crafting Ava's Accumulator. Help Mangtung bring it to life. As he calls it, the Arrow Grabber will be able to be claimed for yourself, which collects arrows that you fired in your radius. And finally, an Elder Guru, long of this world, needs your help building a little wooden home. His wisdom is great, his eyesight is gone. A quieter, more heartfelt quest, and while he may not see what you create, he'll feel the care that went into it. So get building. We're curious to see what you come up with. More buried treasure is now scattered across the world, including rewards like new torches. And in Scarecrow Scavenging, your trail begins with a scarecrow pointing out a clue. Piece together the sketches and uncover the mystery of a doomed adventurer. Completing it will net you the Farmer's Hat. We've also got 2 new special attacks for masterwork weapons in this update, giving you more power and more chaos. We're adding special attacks to both the Titan's Wrath and the Zamorakian Staff. And finally, fishing is here. Really big news for you lot looking to get hooked on another skill. Speak to the wise old man in Bryn Mawr, grab your gear, and get fishing. You'll start with sardines and a net, just like the noobs on the mainland, but there are plenty more fish in the lake, with 12 fish types coming in this update. It was meant to be a peaceful little hobby, but this is Ashenfall, so we've got 3 new skill spells. Fishing Frenzy pulls more fish out of a water source. The Infernal Rod cooks your catch on the spot. And Fishnado is exactly what it sounds like, a tornado that pulls fish out of the water. Oh, and if you manage to catch a rare, pristine fish, celebrate and display it as a trophy in your home. They don't sing though. Thank Guthix. We've also added a bunch of quality of life improvements. You'll be able to toggle on auto run. You can now open the menus while sleeping, and chickens, kebbits, and cows will no longer attack unless provoked. But don't trouble them too much. We've seen the stats of how many players have picked that fight and somehow lost. Runes now stack to 9,999. That's a lot of runes. What are you doing with those? And we've doubled the drop rates of Zamorakian warrior packs from elite Black Knights, and those same Zamorakian warrior packs now guarantee a black metal salvage drop. We've also increased the rate at which black metal scraps drop from these. There's plenty of bug fixes across the update. Check out the full patch notes to know more. It's been an amazing year. Thank you so much for all the support over the past 12 months. We're continuing to bring you more content, more adventures, all the time. We hope you enjoy the update, and if you haven't already done so, please consider leaving us a Steam review. We read every single one of them. I feel like I say that a lot recently, but it's always been true. Until next time, adventurers, take care, and we'll catch you in Ashenfall. Get it? Catch, like fishing. It's a fishing thing. They got it? You got it.
The past has you. You think that who you were defines who you are. That's the trap. You are somebody.
I've been watching you stumble through the blood and sand.
You are the hidden hand. You hide in the future and the past.
Arrakis is the key. You have one task. Find the Fremen.
Feels like we always end up here. You bleeding to further our cause. The future is a trap. I want to be free to choose. Prepare yourself.
He who can destroy a thing has the real control of it.
This is the Dagdan Empire, a prosperous land ruled by the gods. The capital, Daxian, plays host to the heroic games, the winner of which is granted one wish. Powerful fighters from across the land have gathered to participate. The story revolves around 4 heroes. Kai, a young boy determined to win the games to save his imprisoned father. Dietrich, a swordsman ever on the hunt for a stronger foe. Theodora, a queen seeking to fulfill the long-held dream of her homeland. And Lita, a musician with her sights set on revenge. Guide whichever character you choose to victory as they weave their own unique tale.
Passed to me, Blade.
Between matches, you can strengthen your forces in different ways. Hone your techniques at the training grounds.
I'm figuring it out.
Recruit new allies. Or travel beyond Daxian's walls to gain experience. How you spend your free time is up to you. Combat takes the form of turn-based tactical battles. Consider your weapon's range and your unit's strengths on the battlefield. Plus, each of the 4 main characters comes with their own special techniques. By using these techniques to the fullest, you might turn the tide of battle.
Rejoice with me at the advent of the underworld.
You look upon the Promised One, who will route you here and guide the living to salvation. How did it feel to upheave the world? Begone from us, the darkest dark.
In Crimson Moon, there are no traditional character classes. Instead, every Nephilim is defined by the build they create. That means you're never locked into a single playstyle. Every new hunt is an opportunity to experiment with different combinations of gear, weapon arts, boons, and angels. The gear you equip, the weapon arts you wield, the boons you collect, and the angel you choose all combine to shape your playstyle. That means no two hunts are ever the same. It all starts with your equipment. Every Nephilim can equip 9 pieces of gear. 4 pieces of armor, 2 trinkets, a one-handed weapon and shield, or a two-handed weapon. As you explore Gildenark, you'll discover equipment of increasing rarity. Stronger gear not only improves your core stats, but often comes with unique boons that can dramatically change the way you approach combat. Some boons increase your damage, others debuff enemies, restore your health, regenerate flasks, or reward aggressive play. Some pieces of equipment also belong to larger armor sets, rewarding players who collect matching gear and further specialize their build. But creating a powerful build isn't just about equipping your highest rarity gear. The strongest builds come from combining gear, weapon arts, and boons that complement one another. You might build around overwhelming damage, create a more defensive playstyle, or stack abilities that reward staying on the offensive. For example, you could combine gear that rewards aggressive melee combats with boons that restore health during battle, and a weapon art that keeps the pressure on your enemies. Or you might focus on survivability, stacking defensive boons and armor to withstand even the toughest encounters. Your weapons also determine your available weapon arts. Weapon arts are powerful abilities imbued within each weapon. Every weapon art has its own cooldown, giving every weapon its own unique identity beyond its standard attacks, and opening up new ways to approach combat. But your build doesn't stop with the equipment you bring into a hunt. As you fight your way through each ward, you'll encounter Nexus gates. Before pressing on, you'll be offered a choice of powerful, temporary boons that last for the remainder of your run. Every Nexus gate presents another decision. Do you strengthen the build you've already started, or adapt to the equipment and boons you've discovered along the way? Because you'll encounter multiple Nexus gates throughout a hunt, every run evolves differently depending on the choices you make. And when playing in co-op, build crafting becomes even deeper. Instead of building around a single playstyle, you and your partner can coordinate your loadouts, choose complementary boons, and create powerful synergies that benefit the team as a whole. Whether you're doubling down on aggressive damage or battling offense with survivability, working together opens up entirely new ways to approach each hunt. Between wards, you'll discover another source of power. Recovering lore scrolls and returning them to Merida unlocks additional boons, giving you even more ways to shape future builds. And finally, every Nephilim chooses an angel before beginning a hunt. Combined with your gear, weapon arts, and boons, your angel completes your build, giving you another powerful tool to shape the way you approach combat. When your hunt is complete, you can purify the equipment you've discovered, permanently adding it to your collection. That means every successful hunt expands your arsenal, giving you more weapons, armor, trinkets, and weapon arts to experiment with before your next adventure. So every build in Crimson Moon is made up of 4 key pieces: your gear, your weapon arts, the boons you collect throughout each hunt, and the angel you bring into battle. Master how these systems work together, discover powerful synergies, and create a build that is uniquely yours. Then, begin the next hunt.
Aha!
Jumping that, summon that, jumping that, jumping that fire, jumping that, hitting that fire, jumping out with, summon that, jumping that, jumping that, jumping that. Jumping, doing circles, it's a bird, bird, take him to the pilot, he's a nerd, pop out, I ain't seen hit corners in the month, burbs, pop out. Young fella taking with the competition, what's the word? Put that on my mama, 8 in the process. Trying to take your toe through the progress. Tongue tied when the truth is an object. What's the pros and the cons of this next check? Beat him up, beat him up, beat him up. Beat him up. I was seeing double in the projects, mad at myself when I put it to the side. Mama had to cater for the coupe that we rode at the school on the way to pop pies. And wanna play both sides. Don't get on the wrong red eye. It's just, they can't woo them guys. 2 of them guys. I'm OD in Paris, I'm OD in France. I thought that I told you I need the advance. Put down your IG and look through my lens. A million to grandma, who did I offend? Jumping that, summon that, jumping that, jumping that fire, jumping that, hitting that fire, jumping out with, summon that, jumping that, jumping that, jumping that.
Hey, Simon. Listen, I need you to do something for me. I need you to come back to the town and put some things to rest. I've tried, but they need to hear it from you. They'll listen to you. I know it's a lot to ask, but it's the right thing to do here, not just for them, but for the whole town. Let me know, Simon. We can make this right.
There it is. The house and the signal. Zoe?
is there? Fuck.
We fought to claim a home. We battled to the end.
We built, using the weak to raise our cities with their souls to the end.
For the Hive, we swarmed and hunted, consuming all to the end.
We became conquerors,
lords,
Ravagers.
Until it came, the Starfall.
A signal from our past.
The fire in the sky.
Now, as our islands become worlds, new enemies are emerging.
New lands to salvage.
More flesh for the swarm.
The possibilities are
endless.
Welcome to BioEden, a cozy management game where you will build a self-sustaining network of structures, all working in harmony to bring extinct animals back to life. You've been sent on this planet by your guild with one purpose: to restore it. Your arrival on this wounded planet will be one of discovery and exploration. Resources are scattered across the land. Search for them, as each one is essential. As your colony takes shape, your buildings will need power and sometimes water. Connect them together, weave a network across the land. But plan with care. Every structure you place carries a cost, nudging pollution upward, pulling against the very mission you're here to fulfill. The planet won't heal through structures alone. Bring species together, help them settle, and let the cycle of life begin again. Inside your dome, you'll welcome back dozens of extraordinary species, each one with its own needs. Gather DNA samples, place your cocoons, and carefully tend to the conditions each creature requires. But remember, even within the dome, each decision, even small, has an impact on your planet. This world is waiting to be cleaned, restored, and brought back to life. Your planet is waiting for your arrival.
Aldo.
Fine! Can I really do this? Rewrite history and save the lost future? Well, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared. Someone has to try to save the world. He found me and Fine out in the forest and took us in exactly 16 years ago today.
Prisma are crystallizations of the 4 basic elements: fire, water, earth, and wind.
What are beasts doing here? Whoa! It's pulling me in! What happened? Where am I?
You hit your head or something? It's an airport, duh. We're right outside Elzian, the Shining City. Is that a joke? It's 1100 AD.
What? No way. Seeing there's dinosaurs around, I'm gonna take a wild guess and say we traveled pretty far into the past.
The atmospheric composition, plant life, and vertebrate life forms suggest several thousand years ago.
Thousands of years? How did that happen?
Would you like some support?
You're the boss.
Apprehending target.
I'm going all out! This is everything I've got!
What? You need me!
With caution.
Nice work!
We mustn't let our guard down.
fought admirably.
This result is to be expected.
Of course. Now, let us waste no more time.
Bear witness to my blade.
My dedication is unwavering.
Let's do some good.
Behold, the despair of the ancients. I'll prove my worth. I'll shower the world in holy light.
It seems we must refine our tactics.
My skills were honed on the battlefield. I'll finish the task at hand. There is someone I must protect. The shield of Miglans will not shatter.
Hey, how's everyone doing? At your service. Here I come! Unleash the power of the beast. Yay! That was a big win.
Your request has been received. Are preparations complete, Retro? Clock! Retro! Strike from all sides! It's a two-man operation. For justice!
Come on, get up! Prepare to be detained. A just heart builds a beautiful future. We can only do what feels just to us.
My flames will consume you! Impress me, I dare you. I will sear my name into your very soul! Ever been reduced to ash and smoke? Let's have some fun.
Hey, it's my turn. Show me how it's done, lovelies. Want to see what I'm capable of? Going full steam ahead. I believe in you.
I feel like I was having the weirdest dream.
The day Fine was taken by the beasts and you stepped into a wormhole, the planet's fate, its path diverged.
But there was something important. Something I was supposed to never forget.
Oh, hey! You're up! I'll have you know, this round was a real doozy.
Who are you? How did you get in here?
You are about to embark on a journey that will dictate the fate of the entire planet.
Where is my sister?
The Beast King's castle, where she'll become our savior.
The future you saw no longer exists. Its potential has been cut short.
They regulate and manage the dreams of the world.
We are the rightful rulers of this world.
I didn't need a whole speech or nothing, but you could have at least said goodbye.
If we'd only met under different circumstances, maybe we could have been friends.
What happens now is up to you.
This is your doing, Aldo.
It's my fault. If I hadn't listened to that voice.
Now, close your eyes. It's time for you to dream of another journey.
We cannot allow this world to perish. We must persevere.
I can assure you that I am not one to accept defeat, nor will I go down without a fight.
This isn't the time to be running around on the beach having fun.
If and when disaster strikes the world, you two will be the key to our salvation.
Aldo, my whole life, you've protected me.
Now go. The world awaits.
Another Eden begins.
This shop isn't your choice. It's your duty, your legacy, and it gives you a chance to learn how to read the room, to pick your battles, to know exactly what's worth keeping. You learn that not all fights are won with steel. Some are won with patience. Some with care. Because greed will fill your pack. But only wisdom brings it home. Driven by heart. You balance both worlds. Not to escape your legacy, but to own it. This is who you are.
Let me show you something to cheer you up. Anyway, do enjoy.
Come closer, and allow me to tell you the legend of the Oni and the Genma. Two clans residing in Hell. The Oni, rightful rulers of the realm. The Genma, a chaotic lot that brings malice with them wherever they tread. The Oni saw malice produced by the Genma as a terrible threat. To protect our worlds, they resolved to seal the Genma away in Avicii, the deepest pit of hell. However, some forms of darkness have a way of bubbling back up. The Genma have harnessed their malignant energy to overpower the Oni and break through to our world. The insidious Genma are dark creatures who gain strength from the atrocities they inflict upon the land. Thriving in chaos, their unrelenting horrors envelop our world in a malice that weakens the barrier between Hell and Earth. The Oni are the ancient clan who rule over Hell. Though few in number, they fight tirelessly alongside chosen humans to keep the Genma from escaping the abyss of Avicii. The Oni identify the strongest humans to protect our world and maintain the purity of the land. Bestowing humans they deem worthy with the power of the Oni Gauntlet. A weapon that grants humans the power of the Oni. With it, they can accomplish feats beyond human limitations. allowing them to defeat Genma in battle and absorb their souls to unlock a greater power, while purging malice from the land. These anointed few who wield the gauntlet to stand in defiance of the Genma horde have come to be known as Onimusha. Even the strongest of humans inevitably fall to the weakest Genma. Thus, the Oni Gauntlet was forged. Those who don the gauntlet become the Onimusha, warriors who fight like hell to slay Genma and heal the land of their malice. The Onimusha harness the power of death in each battle. It's the souls of the slain Genma that feed the Oni Gauntlet and awaken abilities that transcend what humans are capable of, and even defy death itself. Transforming those who wield the gauntlet from otherworldly to unimaginable. But the price of this immense power may come at the cost of one's own humanity. So, each Onimusha must meditate on what true strength really means if they wish to unleash the gauntlet's full power. Only those who stay true to the way of the sword, who stand unmoved in the face of unimaginable horrors and steadfast in their pursuit of true strength, will be able to master the gauntlet and become the ultimate Onimusha.
Hi, and welcome to WheelMates, a two-player co-op driving adventure. I'm Mike, and I'll show you what to expect from the game. In WheelMates, you and your co-op buddy play as tiny RC cars inside the house of missing scientist Professor Everett Bloom. Together, you'll try to figure out what happened to him. WheelMates is all about driving, solving puzzles together, and exploring oversized rooms at your own pace. Thanks to your small size and the abilities you'll unlock along the way, you can reach almost every tiny corner of the house and dig up answers everywhere. Magnetic wheels take you onto walls and ceilings. The rope gets you across gaps. And the magnetic grabber, well, it's up to you how to use that one. New abilities give you a reason to return to rooms you thought you already knew, opening hidden paths and revealing new clues. You can also give your tiny four-wheeled heroes their own look. Get color and collect car parts as you explore new locations. There is no combat in WheelMates. The house itself is your main challenge. What first looks ordinary gradually reveals itself as a strange laboratory. Between puzzles and exploration, you'll find mini-games where you can show off your driving skills and settle the question of who's the better driver. Just keep an eye on your partner. Beyond the puzzles, this house is hiding a story of its own. How deep you go is up to you. Piece it together as you move forward. Come back to it later, or just keep driving and enjoying the ride with a friend. The narrative journal keeps all your collected story fragments in one place, helping you connect the house's past and present events. WheelMates is built for two, online co-op or split screen on the couch. And yes, Friends Pass is included, so only one of you needs to own the game to play together. Fasten your seatbelts and we'll see you in WheelMates.
Logan! It's me! Wait!
Logan, you came back. Now seeing things from before.
Humans and mutants can't survive together.
I've tried to keep them safe for so long.
Fucking stressed.
Inside! Now!
I thought you were back. We were back. You're gonna build a future for mutants. That is why you belong here. Tear the beast. The hunt is ready.
Most people I see clearly. But you.
Remember who you are!
The Blood of Dawnwalker is a dark fantasy open-world action RPG set in 14th century Europe. The first installment of our saga takes place in Vale Sangora, a secluded region somewhere in the Carpathian Mountains. When the plague decimated the population and the human rulers proved too weak to control the situation, a powerful vampire, Brensis, stepped out of the shadows and conquered the valley. Now, it's time for you to be a part of this story. Welcome to the world of Dawnwalker. Brensis is an oppressive ruler. He uses his own blood to heal the people of Vale Sangora, but in turn demands absolute obedience. He carved the valley into 3 separate dominions and gave them to his 3 vampiric officers. Ambrose is the youngest and the one with most to prove. His main responsibility is stockpiling blood and managing the draining dungeons. Bakir knows that what folk need in their lives is a bit of respite from their hardships. That is why he is in charge of alcohol distilling and distribution. Still, he's not above using his inborn brutality to subjugate the population if need be. Xanthi is the one who creates the Blood Guards, the elite soldiers of the vampiric regime. Staying away from the limelight, she is a source of many rumors about dark rituals and mysterious disappearances. These powerful vampires won't sit idly while you dismantle their operations. With your every victory, Brensis' court will react with new edicts that will make Cohn's life a bit harder. But who is our protagonist exactly? You play as Cohn, a young man living under the vampiric regime. A series of tragic events led to your family being kidnapped by Brensis and you becoming a Dawnwalker, a human by day, a vampire by night. Now, you must rescue your loved ones. As a human, you can learn the dark secrets of witchcraft.
This will hurt.
Use your own blood to cast hexes that enable you to speak with the dead.
I can't! For God's sake, I can't!
Move faster, brave the astral plane, and bring pain to your enemies. Learning new spells requires finding knowledge in arcane texts and obscure tomes. At night, you transform into a vampire. You use claws and fangs to kill your opponents. You can climb walls or cross distances within a blink of an eye. You might even transform yourself into a swift wolf.
Go on. Drink.
Remember that a vampire is always hungry for blood. Drinking it unlocks new abilities, but in the process, you will corrupt yourself. Whether you stick only to one path or mix them, exploring Vale Sangora is always exciting and will reward you with unique items, weapons, and sets of armor. Just remember that time waits for no one.
No!
From the moment your family is kidnapped, you have 30 days and 30 nights to rescue them.
The coronation. It's in 30 days.
Still, there is no real time clock. Instead, you will be able to use the time as a resource, to be spent on the game elements you want to use to craft your story. The time passes when you finish a quest or an activity or when you learn new abilities. However, don't worry that upgrading your hero will ruin your chances for a satisfying ending. As time passes, different opportunities will arise or disappear forever.
I'm sorry we were too late to save her.
And even if you're not able to save your family in time, the game will not be over. Cohen's story will simply take a different turn. You have one clear goal, but there's no single linear way to complete it. Every activity and quest is optional and serves as a building block of your own crafted experience. The valley is a big place, open for exploration. You can look for opportunities to learn new things and find allies.
Aye.
Or you can even decide to storm Brensis's castle as soon as you are out of the prologue. However, remember that defeating him as a freshly made Dawnwalker will be a feat worthy of legends. We designed the Blood of Dawnwalker to be fun and adaptive to individual preferences. First of all, you can use Omni-Block and Omni-Attack. Your character chooses the directions of sword swings and blocks automatically. The only exception to this are unblockable attacks, ones that can be only dodged. For those who prefer a more tactical approach, we offer directional combat, which involves observing your opponent's movements and reacting to them. It's about finding a certain rhythm and using it to defeat enemies. Whichever style you choose, active abilities are an integral part of combat. With them, you can deal more damage, heal yourself mid-combat, crowd control your enemies, or simply interrupt their attacks. All this is just a taste of what the Blood of Dawnwalker has to offer. Whether you roam through lush forests, a bustling city, treacherous swamps, caverns hiding long-forgotten mysteries, or mountain peaks, there is always something to discover. Carve your own path and shape your own story, while walking the thin line between your humanity and embracing your vampiric nature. The Blood of Dawnwalker is coming.